Alright, so I'm gonna get right into it. It's YJ. I just wanted to make this video, man, because we seen it before, we heard it before, but I just wanted to touch on it. So the other day, or no, yesterday, Mo3 album came out, and as y'all know, he was shot and killed. He's a Dallas rapper, and this whole thing going on in Dallas right now, they're calling it the war in Dallas, which I don't like that, but that's the title or hashtag that has been presented locally here. And it's crazy, man, because when I look back, I moved to Dallas when I was around 13. I'm 32 now, so I've been here for a minute, and I seen the change in the music. It's really sad to see, and it's really sad to say, and it's really sad that I even wanted to make this video. I felt compelled to make this video because I seen the change in the music, and I seen like for example, a lot of y'all might not know these artists that I'm about to say, but in Dallas, local Dallas artists, when I got here, it was all about Tum Tum, it was all about Fat Bastard, it was all about Dirty South Riders, and the Dirty South Riders was kind of like Dallas version of Swisher House, which was Mike Jones and Paul Wall and Slim Thug, and that whole thing that they had in Houston that was sort of like what I consider like the second generation of what DJ Screw started in SUC. Like Swisher House came after that. So in Dallas version, we had our version of that. And what I seen when I first got here, I was loving the music because it was some people talking about some violent things and things, but for the most part, it was some feel good music. You know, people was chilling. It was all about the cars and the women. It was all about Sunday, bringing your old school out, pulling the Cadillac out on foes, pulling the, mustard on mayonnaise with the Vols and all that. So at a certain point, it's like all of that changed, and what I see now is very different from that, and I don't like it, because all it is, what we seeing now in Dallas is kind of like what Chicago is seeing, when it comes to their drill music. Everything's about the ops, and like when you hear these rappers, they sound angry. Like it didn't used to be like that. Like you get a feeling from a track, right? That feeling, I get that feeling, and you can hear in people's voices and tone kind of what they're going through. And in this war on Dallas music and all these different artists that are involved, Yellow Beezies, and it's crazy. And my folks, boss man Blake, man, he said some real shit to me when he said it's not just in Dallas, it's nationwide. It's the generation. That's what's hot now. You hot. When you come out and you talking about other rappers and you talking about ops and talking about this and that, bringing that street shit to this music shit, that's what's hot now. Like that's what's popular. And all that's gonna do is what? The younger generation is hearing that. They're seeing what is making money, because that's what a lot of this shit boils down to when you think about it. Like there's money in dissension. It's like the people, when you're listening to it, you're just listening to it. It's entertainment to you. It ain't shit. But for the people who are actually in it and going through it, it's much different. I don't know, it's just kind of sad to me, man. I made this video basically, like I said, man, because that Mo3 album dropped, and it kind of had me thinking about a lot of things when it comes to music and the influence that music has upon generations after generations, and what happens and how music changes as a whole, how rap changes as a whole. Like music in general will always evolve, it will always change, and there is good change. Like when you look at the technology in music that allows someone like myself to record from the comfort of my home, as compared to how they did back in the day when you had to basically have money and have access to big, large studio equipment. Now all that processing can be done from the comfort of our home. So that's one good thing. But the other things, like what I'm talking about today, I think it changed for the worse, and you can always look back to say, starting from the NWA days, and when gangster rap and this and that, and Bone Thugs and all this. When you compare that gangster rap to this gangster rap, there's a difference between that gangster rap and what we see in today, drill music. There's a big difference. It is not the same. It's two completely separate things. You might say, oh, they were talking about this, they were talking about that, and that, but no, it's not like that. People wasn't talking about in detail the violence, how they're talking about it now. Now it's detailed. It's very detailed how these songs are coming out, and it's very toxic because when you look at social media and these comment sections of these different videos of these rival artists making songs back and forth, the crowds and the people who are looking at it as entertainment are somewhat taking it not to heart, but they're picking sides basically. And the shit is very toxic, man. I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this video up one time. YJ the Author. A lot of new music coming soon, for sure. A lot of new music coming soon. Definitely gotta check that Boss vs. Author. Definitely gotta check that Port vs. Author. It's a little series I'm trying to work on, and with my Black Sector Mafia folks, you know. And salute to my nationwide folks, Deuce, Jody Mack. It is what it is, man. I'm trying to have a collab track, versus track with everybody, so it's just gonna take time, man. And I got this one track in the works right now, man. I think it's real powerful, so it's gonna be a solo track, and I'm gonna try to make it like 4 minutes long, all spitting, no hook, just talking about life, talking about the world, talking about what I want to talk about. So anyway, that next track gonna be powerful, man. Be on the lookout. Yeah.